Welcome to Weekends in My Garage. Today's video, we'll be test driving this fantastic Genesis GV70 sports utility vehicle. I want to thank Genesis of Annapolis for allowing me to test drive and review this car. So let's jump into it. So let's do a quick walk around of this beautiful Genesis GV70 sports utility vehicle. The exterior color is a Capri blue. It's a very, very attractive blue with metallic, sparkling, all with the sun dropping. I mean, it's a beautiful looking color. If you're into blues, this is the blue to get. Now, one thing I do like about this is they have chrome, but it's not a light chrome, it's a dark accent chrome, as you can see here. I love the lines. And of course, this very attractive grille, which also has a dark chrome. Here's the front-facing camera for the 360 view, which I'll show you a little bit later. It has functional air ducts, so the air travels through here and cools off these large brakes. We have 21-inch rims and tires. I love the accents on the rims. On the interior, which we'll get to in a second, is beautiful. On the top, of course, we have a panoramic sunroof. We love panoramic sunroofs. So let's jump into the interior. So let's look at the driver's door. Love the silver accents. 2 presets for the driver's side. Metal switchgear to adjust the mirrors as well as the windows. And you have carbon fiber accent right here. And we have a Bang & Olufsen sound system, which sounds fantastic. We're in the driver's seat and we're nice and cool and comfortable. The climate control seating is working its magic and keeping my back nice and cool on this hot summer day in Annapolis, Maryland. Let's take a look at the steering wheel. The steering wheel is a D shape, meaning it has a flat bottom. It has all the various different controls you would expect of a vehicle of this type. Ability to control the multimedia system here in terms of volume, advance it through various different tracks, make phone calls, and on this side here is where you can adjust the cruise control and lane assist. You also have here the autonomous driving sensor to basically, it looks at you to make sure that you have your eyes focused on the road, which is fantastic. And right there you have the instrumentation cluster, which is continuous across 27 inches of screen here. So you have the center console, which has the multimedia system or the infotainment system, where you can do a variety of different things in terms of map, destination, phone projection, adjust your phone setup and 3D setup. You also have the ability to do voice memo, Sirius XM, other media, high definition radio, adjust climate control, adjust seating, which is really, really cool because you can actually adjust the these seats actually massage. So let's go drop down. We have physical knobs here to adjust the volume and the tune, and you have these buttons here to adjust the map, the nav, radio, media, etc. Down below you have specific functions for adjusting the climate control for the front passenger as well as the driver. These are climate control seats, so you can cool and warm the driver and passenger seating, which is fantastic. Below you have here your various different drive modes you can adjust. And this here is a dial. If you do not want to use the touch screen, you can use this dial to advance to the various different functions of the infotainment system. And then here is your shifter. It's a dial shifter. And over here you have your two cup holders, and they adjust in size. And below you have here your wireless charging. I'm gonna put my phone here, and it will begin charging. It began charging my cell phone. Let's take a look at the what we have here below. We have a USB-C, two USB-Cs, and we have a 12-volt charging. And we have a little tray here to put coins and things of nature. And we have it's somewhat of a small storage area here, but not bad at all. So let's take a look at the seating. So we have here the passenger seat. Passenger seat again, climate control. And let's open up the glove box. Sizable glove box. I do love this vanilla color with the orange accents in terms of the stitching as well as the seat belt. And here, for your convenience, you can move the seat forward. This is pretty cool. In the back, so this is a compact luxury SUV, so you're not going to find a whole lot of space for the second row. But we'll get into the second row in just a second. So let's jump into the second row. We have here sunscreens, keep out the sun. You have the same beautiful switchgear, silver quality. You have the same carbon fiber on the door, Bang & Olufsen sound system, fantastic. And here you have the rear seats. And I'm gonna see what the spacing is. It's a little bit tight for 6-footers. But in the back here, what do we have? We have separate vent to adjust the air conditioning flow to the rear passengers in the second row. These do not have full climate control seating. It's only heated seats here. You have two USB-C ports. You have a 120 volt outlet to plug in your laptop. Let's look at center armrest. Nice center armrest with two cup holders. Let's look at the panoramic sunroof. Fantastic. And so, in terms of headroom, good headroom back here. Not a lot of knee room, which I expected from a compact luxury SUV. So let's go to the cargo area. All right, let's take a look at the cargo area. So to open up the trunk, you hit the button right here, which is connected to the rear wiper. And you have a good size cargo area here. LED lighting. You have hooks here to attach things as well, to secure things. You have something you want to secure in the back cargo area of this GV70. You have a 12 volt outlet in the back, and roughly we have approximately 36 inches of depth with the second row up. In terms of the width, from wheel well to wheel well, it's about 40 inches. And we have 36, 37 inches in terms of depth to the second row. So let's drop the second row. And how we do that is by pulling one of these latches. And on this side, all right. Now the second row is down, so let's measure the depth. So with the depth, with the second row down, we have approximately 69, between 69 and 70 inches, depending on how far you have the front seats going forward. So for a compact luxury sports utility vehicle, this is a considerable amount of storage space that you can use in this GV70. All right, let's raise the second row up. And you have the ability to recline the second row, an important feature. Now let's come back to the cargo area. And what we have here? Additional storage. We like this. Okay, lower the lift gate. As we lower the lift gate, I want to show you the exhaust tips. These exhaust tips are new for the 2026 model for the GV70. If you recall, the previous year's version of this compact sports utility vehicle had round tips. I actually like these tips a little bit better than the round tips. Tell me what you think about this 2026 GV70 compact luxury sports utility vehicle. I like it a lot. I like the color, interior as well as exterior. I like the aggressive but sporty wheels, tires. I like the subtle accents of luxury and refinement all through the interior. So let's talk about some of the cool technology this vehicle has. One of the coolest features that Genesis has in all their vehicles is the ability to show your blind spot on the instrumentation cluster. And how do you do that is, that's me going left and I see my blind spot. There are cameras all around this vehicle. When I go change lanes and go right, it shows on the right side. This is one of the coolest features you can find in a car. I wish all the cars had this as, if at a minimum, an option, but it should be standard in all cars. First step, lock the vehicle. Second step, so you hold this button here to start the engine, and then move the car forward by clicking this button. Now no one's in the car. "375 horses." It does pull this luxury compact sports utility vehicle along quite well. There's no lag in the turbo either. You put your foot down, it goes. And that's what you want. In the sport mode, I feel confident in terms of passing, changing lanes. The turbo is ready and on demand. Steering is light but firm, typical of all Genesis vehicles. Suspension has the right mix of being taut but supple. All right, I just finished test driving the Genesis GV70 compact luxury sports utility vehicle. Now, I have to rate this thing. So how I'm gonna rate it? There's 3 ratings. Top rating is, it gets into my garage. Second rating, it's on the driveway. Not too bad, not too good, sort of in the middle. Last rating, it's on the curb. And what does that sound like? That's not a good thing. So before I get into that and give it a final rating, I need to talk to someone from Genesis of Annapolis, where I got this vehicle from. And I'm going to talk to
David Harris.
Hi David, how you doing?
I'm doing well today.
Tell me why I should put this in my garage.
Okay. I'll start by first saying that this definitely is one that's going to go in the garage. Just to give you a little bit of background, I've done this for 20 years. I've worked for the major competitors, Lexus, BMW. As far as, I came here about a year ago to open this store, and as far as the quality, overall luxury, overall warranty, you cannot beat this car. There is no car in the market that even comes close, in my opinion. For a small, compact SUV, mid-size SUV, I should say, it gives you the ride, performance, and comfort that you're looking for a price point that everyone can afford. With the 2.5 model, you start out with 300 horsepower. With the 3.5 model, you go up to 375 horsepower.
Yeah, and this one is the 3.5.
The 3.5.
I enjoy that twin turbo. That horsepower was immediate. There was no turbo lag.
Exactly. And they found different methodologies to which to eliminate that turbo lag. But options, things like that, not only do you get that performance and the drive, when you put it into comfort mode, you get the luxury drive it beats all the competition. We have surpassed Lincoln, we have surpassed Infiniti, and we're, I think, quickly approaching surpassing Audi in overall sales. The customers that I have sold these to have come back and just been elated about the daily driving experience that they have. Again, as far as affordability, the luxuries, the leather, this one here, oops. This one here, as you can see, it's got very fine Napa leather. Genesis does a really good job of making their cars not boring. You can see the difference in the stitching and the wood grain trims.
You know, David, I really appreciated test driving this vehicle. You know, as I was going through the various different drive modes, when I went from normal to sport, I did detect a little bit of difference, but it still was a supple ride even when I was in sport mode. So absolutely. I really appreciated that. The only thing I must say is I wish I had a little bit more leg room in the second row, but it's sort of in between a compact and midsize SUV, and it's a sporty, luxurious SUV. I mean, the luxury it's just all over the place.
Yes.
You think I should put this in my garage?
Absolutely. I would put this in my garage, and I have put one in my garage.
Oh, so you're a customer as well.
I'm a customer as well. Let's see, I would put this car in my garage over a BMW, a Lexus. The overall thing I'm hearing with the competitive brands is they're boring. Mm-hmm. They haven't come out with any new, everybody's got the latest technology. But when you look at this 27.5-inch screen,
yes,
it does everything for you. More than most people will ever use, but it's there if you need it. The safety features, Genesis does a very nice thing. All your safety features are standard. They're not a line item that you have to order. So right off the bat, you've got the safety features.
Hey David, one other thing I want you to make sure that people know about is there's so much luxury and so much tech, you don't have to pay a monthly fee for.
Exactly.
You know, some of the other luxury models, makers I should say, will offer you these particular features and they want you to pay a monthly fee
Exactly.
4, and this comes standard
Yep.
in this vehicle
Yes, and it's a subscription that's for life.
for life.
Yep, for life.
So David,
Yeah.
I think you have me sold.
Okay.
I think you have me sold. So where should I? Just a reminder, who should they speak to if they're in the Maryland area or in the Washington D.C. area and they want to get a Genesis?
Speak to David Harris at Genesis of Annapolis, 935 West Street, Annapolis, Maryland.
Thanks a lot, David.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for watching another Weekends in My Garage video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like button. Have a wonderful weekend and rest of the week.